Huh. Hmm. 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 Hey, hello everybody, I'm your favorite TinyZilla. So, I'm back bringing this video, intro, during an ad. Yes, because I'm that bold. I have 22 seconds. I'm your favorite TinyZilla. Bringing another video. As you saw, I just got done with the scammer payback video. The Kaiju reacts to scammer payback. Scammer payback? Yeah. Thanks to everybody who watched it. This video will be coming out the morning after. Literally in like, oh, okay, I'm pausing it. Yes, the strongest typing in the game where furries are introduced. So as you can tell, actually, that was not from here. Because, so I actually got smart and decided to use something else. I'm evolving. Also, I'm cold, so I have a blanket wrapped around me. When I went to lay down with my dog while my other video was uploading, he like wrapped it. He put his arm over my arm, and I was like, "Oh, I don't want to move." It's like a cute moment. Anyway, today we're reacting to a video again. No permission. This is bad. I really gotta start acting. From Zango called "Can I Be Pokemon X?" Pokemon X Hardcore knows with Dragon type only. I'm pretty sure he's gonna explain this in the intro. But fun fact, back from Generation 1 to Generation 5, Dragon types were the strongest typing in the entire game due to the fact that they only had two weaknesses. Dragon and Ice. But those two typings were hard to count or hard to use, so they added a new typing called Fairy typing, which dethroned Dragon for the strongest typing. Anyway, let's begin.
All of Pokemon, and because of this, I wanted to see if I could beat Pokemon X only using Dragon types. But as it
Also, I love to add that fun fact. Dragon types, all Dragon types, I'm pretty sure, all pseudo legendaries, except like Noivern. So.
if that isn't tedious enough, I'm going to be adding on Hardcore Nuzlocke rules just to make this run that much more painful. With that being said though, I'm ready to get into the game, so I name myself Zango and make my way to get my starter. Before getting my starter though, I've got to go through this intro in which I get smacked upside the head by this fledgling. I then completely concussed, have to go outside and meet my neighbors, and this conversation goes so poorly with me.
I love these people's like story. Also, you guys can't tell, I'm exhausted. I've had a long day tomorrow, or in about like 8 hours from now, I have like a star test. If I fail, I fail the entire year. So I'm stressing. I'm tired. I'm just doing this video because it's a long break off. No warning, no nothing. I'm gonna try and warn you next time.
With them that they end up calling me a loser. Like, ouch. Regardless of that, though, it's time to get my starter. So
XCU, yeah, because he's the first one you get, I think, in like the first cave.
Randomizer to make my starter
After like the second gym.
And find out he's got a neutral nature, which isn't horrible.
That's really good.
I get in a rival battle with Shauna, in which I absolutely destroy her in the process. Serves her right for calling me a loser. After that, I do a little bit of story and make my way towards the first city. Once I'm here, I get Axew up to level 10 so that he can learn the move Dragon Rage. And after he does that, I'm ready to challenge Viola in the first gym. She leads the battle with Surskit.
starts
I
peeking.
lead with Axio. Surskit starts out by going for a quick attack, hitting me for minimal damage as I go for a Dragon Rage, and since it does 40 damage every single time,
You
I
just
end
one
up
hit KO.
one-shotting. Next out is Viola's final Pokemon, Vivillon, and she ends up hitting me with a tackle as I go
Oh, infestation.
all the way down to the red. Viola then heals with a Pokemon.
No, you're right.
It's not enough as I go for another Dragon Rage, finishing her off and winning myself my first gym badge. After the gym, I go to New City, and here I fight the professor, and this battle goes really easily. I mean, I have Dragon Rage, so I'm pretty
Yeah, I was gonna say that's going to Charge.
and for some reason, they're not the typical starters. There's a Trapinch, a Cyndaquil, like, what? I ended up just picking Trapinch, but obviously...
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can't use him until he evolves into Flygon.
Can't use him, so I just name him Garbage and then throw him in the garbage. With that, I meet this poor Snorlax sleeping on this bridge, and of course, we've got to go get a Pokemon Food to wake him up. To be honest, I don't really know why we have to do this. I mean, he's not that big, we can just walk around him. Either way, he's 1,000 to get this Pokemon.
Sorry, that was a horrible bishop. He's pretty tiny. He's no bigger than me. The karate, you could just throw him.
One mansion, which is a lot at this point in the game. Eventually, me and Shauna end up finding this Furfrou and then watching some fireworks in the daytime, which is not really effective, but
Yeah.
I digress as we get the Pokemon Loot and are able to wake up this Snorlax. Now, I move past all that story on Route 7 just to make my way onto Route 8 so I can catch my next Pokemon. It takes me a little while to find Bagon here just because it's a really low encounter rate, but eventually I do, and after
My first ever dragon that I used.
with Cloudjumper on the squad, I look at her nature
Ooh,
and
rocket.
she's neutral, so that's not horrible, and after I do that, I make my way to Embert Town, and I have to go fight Blair. They're not the
2 neutral natures in a row. Wow, that is... Wait, what was that? Trapinch.
difficult as, again, I've got Dragon Rage, so after defeating them, I meet this professor in the cave, and he ends up giving me a Jaw Fossil.
I'm actually looking for this cave because I got lost after, after about hitting the Elite Four. I wanted to get some fossils, and I forgot where it was.
Which I can use to get my next Pokemon, Tyron. I name him Grump, and I am
Tyrant! I love Tyrantrum. Especially with the strong jaw ability.
He's got a pretty bad nature, as it's defense down and speed up, and you never want to see defense down.
Oh my god, no. And it's such a slow Pokemon.
Though I find myself in Silent City, and here I'm ready to challenge the next gym. Where at least the battle with Aurora, as I lead.
That is terrifying.
Right away I go for Rock Smash, but sadly I get a low damage roll, so I don't end up one-shotting as I get hit with the Thunder Wing. Red then heals in the next turn, but then...
I think Aurora's actually has the ability, refrigerated or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
So I'm able to one-shot him the next turn, as next out comes Tyron. Because I'm paralyzed, Tyron's faster than me, so he ends up hitting me with a bite, bringing me down to 44 HP as I go for a Rock Smash.
You can try one more.
And lowering his defense. Now, just to be 100% safe, I switch into Axew, tanks a bite in the switch in, and on the next turn I go for a Dragon Rage, finishing off Tyron and earning myself my second gym badge. At this point in the game, I'm going to deal with Team Blair a lot, so after I beat them up in the next route, I chase them all the way to Geo Ascension Town, where they just disappear. In Geo Ascension Town, I fight this wannabe gym leader, and of course, I'm leader, so I just move on to the next area. With that, I head into the city, and here I end up taking this stone from Tierno, and then saying it's my own. And for some reason, this guy knows I'm blind. I don't know why. I feel like I'm very trustworthy. Either way, I end up having to fight Serena after this. Serena leads the battle with Chaotic as I leave.
I love that Tyrant is just like, no, she's telling us, no, she's lying. That's just a funny story to imagine. I'm so tired. My commentary sucks. I might actually just go to sleep. Oh, it's not slow for a reason. Thank you, Lo-Fi girl, for not copyright claiming me. That's the last thing I want. I'm so tired. I might just fall asleep in my chair. Not until I finish this video, though. Not until I finish this video. That should kill. Oh.
Now I end up taking her out with another bite as next up comes Absol. Absol starts off by going for a quick attack.
Rock. Oh, okay.
Absol then hits me with another quick
Oh, they're using off for Rock Smash.
Finishing off Absol and leaving me move to Serena's final Pokemon, Frogadier. Frogadier is pretty easy to take out, just 2 bites is the trick, but sadly, after the fight, Frog ends up going over the level.
Oh no!
For this next gym battle. It should be fine though, because my background defaults into Shogun.
Oh yeah, he left really early for Dragon type.
Third gym where I find out the wannabe gym leader is actually the gym leader, and I end up facing her
Arena.
badge. She leads the battle with Miafu as I lead with Axio. Immediately, I start out by going for a Dragon Dance as I get hit with a Power Punch. I then set up a second Dragon
Hey, you're fine. I set up too.
Another Power Punch, and that allows me to eat my Citrus Berry and through to bring her attack up by 2. With that, I set up a Sword Stance, and I then get hit by a third Power Punch, bringing me all the way down to 10 HP. On the following turn, I end up...
Yeah, you're the fastest thing on the field now. You're plus 4 too.
And decides to throw out Halogen X, and this is really the only reason I set up my attack so much. Now I'm able to freely one-shot, going for a single Dragon Claw, finishing off Alucia, and pretty much winning myself the battle. Alucia was really the only potential issue, so once Macho comes out, it's an easy one-shot, and that wins me my first gym badge. After the gym,
That was loud. There's some thunder.
Her wants to fight me again, so I end up going to the top of this tower and heading to fight her. Now I assumed I would just easily beat her, but instead she gives me her Lucario, and after fighting with her Lucario one time, I lose, so of course this thing isn't going to be on my team. With that, I start moving towards the next gym, and as I'm heading over there, Diantha and Professor Sycamore both let me know that only 6.4% of my viewers are actually subscribed.
He said it for me, man. He said it with me, for me, so I don't have to. Literally only 1.2% of my viewers are subscribed. Look at the analytics, they don't lie. Please subscribe, it seriously helps out. Maybe I'll stop stressing so much over the channel. Maybe I'll get some sleep. But I'm not guilt tripping y'all. Just making y'all contemplate. I'm actually exhausted. Like after this video, I'm just gonna go lay down. Man, I could never make it to the Switch through. It's cold. Sitting right under the AC. That's what my desk is. Man, I could never make it to the Switch through.
So, if you could please subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Those are their words, not mine. Regardless of that, though, I'm finding myself in the next city, and once I'm here,
Hiding yourself.
I'm 13, so I can catch another Pokemon. Thankfully, I run
Oh,
into
Gibble.
So after catching him, I nickname him Hookfang. I then take a look at his nature and find out that...
I love the How to Train Your Dragon reference. Wait, are these all How to Train Your Dragon references? Please tell me they're not.
It's quite possibly the worst they could have been. It's defense down and special attack up, so
that is
absolutely useless.
Oh my god, that is absolute shit. Oh my god. Special attack. What special attack move are you ever gonna use?
Even with his nature being so bad, I still evolve Gibble into Gabite and move on to fight Serena.
Garchomp's really good though.
This fight goes a little bit worse than last time. She brings 2 of my Pokemon pretty weak, but eventually I end up finishing her off and getting ready to
No, I just reset the timer.
Ramos leads the battle with Jumpluff as I lead with Axio. Right away, Jumpluff hits me with an Acrobatics, doing almost half as I set up with Dragon Dance. On the next turn, I outspeed and go for another Dragon Dance as I get hit with another Acrobatics, bringing me all the way down to 9 HP. At this point, with my attack up 2, I go for a single Poison Jab, finishing off Jumpluff and leading me to Ramos' next Pokemon, Go-Go. Go-Go gets outsped and one-shotted by Poison Jab, as finally comes...
When do you get Poison Jab? Where do you get Poison Jab?
Finishing off Weeping Bell with a one-shot and winning myself...
Does Axu just normally learn Poison Jab?
Acquired, I find the Power Plant Pass and get ready to fight a ton of Team Flare. This takes me a minute, but eventually I'm done with them as I then go meet really tall man, and after I do that, I'm ready to go challenge the 5th gym in Lumio City. Clement leads the battle with Emolga as I lead with Gabite. I start out by going for a Dragon Claw, doing half as Emolga hits me with an Aerial Ace, doing about a third. I then on the next
at least he can't bolt switch you like how Elysia does.
Shot Emolga with another Dragon Claw. As next out goes Magneton.
Alright, video, you better not fuck me over here. I'm gonna close one tab. Two. Actually, I should leave this open. Actually, yeah, this is fine. There. Earthquake, you can equake now.
Magneton is 4 times weak to Bulldoze, so that's what I go for as I bring him down.
Y'all hear that? I'm touching the ground. It's not an earthquake. That would be terrifying if it was, though.
Down all the way to 1 HP. Now with that, Clement just keeps on healing Magneton until eventually, after a couple more bulldozes, he goes down, and that leads in Clement's final Pokemon, Heliolisk. Heliolisk can only really hit me with Quick Attack, so that's what he goes for, doing minimal damage as I go for a bulldoze, bringing him all the way down to 1 HP. On the following turn, since he has no more heals, I go for a dig, finishing off Heliolisk and winning myself my 5th gym badge. With the 5th gym finished up, I end up having to go fight Serena, and I actually forgot this fight was here, so I wasn't even leading with the right Pokemon. Even with that though, I essentially sweep Serena as she's only got 3 Pokemon and they're not all really great. Her only really good Pokemon at this point is Greninja.
Yeah, Greninja.
Going down to 2 hits, and after that, I move on to go catch my next Pokemon. It takes me a minute,
Gumi!
but eventually I run into Gumi, and after catching her, I name her Rumblehorn. I then look at her nature and find out it's neutral, which is just, really sucky. Regardless of that though,
That's really good compared to what you got, though.
And move on towards
Oh,
the scary
fracture.
house. Once I get here, I'm not really scared, so I just move on towards the 6th gym. In this fight with Valerie, she leads with Mawile as I lead with
Valerie is the scariest gym leader for a dragon trainer. I wouldn't know. I'm talking to one of the best dragon trainers on Showdown. It is so cold.
Toothless. I start this battle off by setting up with Dragon Dance as Mawile sets.
This is how to train a dragon. Oh my god, I'm fucking retarded. I am so retarded that the word retarded doesn't even. I don't.
Up with Iron Defense. I then set up a second Dragon Dance as I get hit with a crunch, really not doing too much damage, and so on the following turn I go for a dig, finishing off Mawile with a 1-shot.
Does Mawile not have any physical failures?
Immediately pull back out after
Oh,
being
poison
shot
jab.
by Poison Jab. And at this point, Valerie's onto her final Pokemon, Sylveon.
Yeah, poison. Oh, Sylveon's pretty tanky though.
And 1-shot it by a single Poison Jab. And that wins me the Fairy Gym fairly easily. Now I go to the Pokeball Factory to deal with the rest of Team Flare, and while I'm in here, I evolve my Tyrant.
Tyrantrum.
After getting that evolution, Serena wants me to battle these Team Flare members with her, and I don't really like Serena that much, so I just leave her. I move on to the next area. As I'm
You can do that.
Frost Cavern, there are a lot of ice types, and if I'm not careful, I could
You could easily lose everybody.
So I have to be really careful to use all my repels as soon as possible. Eventually, though, I end up making my way through the cave, saving this Abomasnow, I guess, and then moving on towards the 7th gym. So once I'm finished riding this Mammothswine, I find myself in Anistar City, where I battle Serena again. This is the easiest fight we've ever had, as I end up sweeping her with just one Pokemon Tyrantrum. With that, I go inside the gym and prepare my team to battle Olympia. She leads the battle with Sigilyph as I lead with Tyrantrum. Right away, I go for a Crunch, then ends up one-shotting Sigilyph, as next out comes...
Yeah, if you have strong draw Tyrantrum, I think you only get this in X. So then Y you get Aurorus. I prefer Y, even though the Y, yeah, because the Y evolution's coolest. However, you get Aurorus instead of Tyrantrum from the guy. So you get the Cell Fossil instead of the Shaw Fossil? I know what I'm talking about. I use Tyrantrum on my Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon Dragon team. Or no, on my normal team, yeah. My normal team.
Slowking. With my ability to be strong jaw, I do so much
Yeah, you just obliterate.
Slowking with a 1-shot, as that leads me into Olympia's final Pokemon.
Just keep in mind how huge Tyrantrum's attack is, too. Tyrantrum has an absolute massive attack stat.
Meowstic starts out by going for a fake out, and that's the only damage I'm going to take in this battle. As in the next turn, I go for a slow crunch, one-shotting her in the process, and winning myself my 7th gym badge. With that badge acquired, I kind of
What super is the wrong? Oh, Fractures.
My Fracture into Haxorus, Gabite into Garchomp, and my Sliggoo into Goodra. This...
Hold up, I need to make sure I'm not stupid and missing.
As in the next turn, I go for a single slow crunch, one-shotting her in the process, and winning myself my...
What the hell is this Tyrantrum's name? Okay. Gronk, okay, that's somebody else's, yeah.
That's the only damage I'm going to take in this battle. As in the next turn, I go for a single crunch, one-shotting her in the process.
Toothless, that's a hard trainer.
Winning myself my 7th gym badge. With that badge acquired, I kind of want a spree of evolutions. I ended up evolving my Fracture into Haxorus, Gabite into Garchomp.
Peck Fang, Rumble Shot. These are all. I'm fucking stupid. How to Train Your Dragon is one of my ultimate favorite movies. Oh, it's movie time for a little white girl. This pisses me off. Why did I know? Why did I not know? How did I not get the... As soon as I heard Fang, I actually started questioning myself. I'm stupid.
This was all in preparation for my first fight with Lysander, and the reason I beat him is because I had Thunderbolt on Goodra.
Yeah, Gudra's really good with it. Gudra's a special attack.
My Shelgon into Salamence. I'm then gonna go fight this Reptile, and I actually assume this fight would
Oh my god. CK Express, go away. If I'm not mistaken, Shogun evolves exactly at 59. No, 55 actually. 57.
As I'm going up, I encounter so much story, and at this point, I'm just tired of it. So I just press a random button, and I end up activating the most powerful weapon in Kalos that could destroy all of Kalos. I mean, my bad. With that, I've got to go fix my mistakes back in Geosench Town, and I have to battle Lysander again. This battle goes the exact same way it did last time.
Crunch.
He didn't really make his team
Yeah, that's not second.
I go towards the box legendary, and instead of fighting it, I just throw a Pokeball.
Killed it, yeah.
Why wouldn't I? It's a fairy type. With that, I
oh yeah, that is horrifying.
And he leads the battle with Menchiao as I'm forced to lead with Xerneas. Obviously, Xerneas isn't a dragon type, so I just throw Pokeballs at Menchiao until Xerneas is taken out. Now I move into Toothless, who's supposed to be starting this battle, and right away I go for a Dragon Claw on Menchiao, one-shotting in the process, as next out comes Pyroar. I go for a dig, avoiding a Hyper Voice in the process, as on the next turn Pyroar goes down. That leads into Lysander's second to last Pokemon Honchkrow, and for this, I set up a Sword Stance as I get hit with a Night Slash. On the next turn, I set up a second Sword Stance as I get hit with another Night Slash.
Oh, it's that fucking
With my
Gyarados.
Board, Lysander sends out his final Pokemon, Mega Gyarados. The reason I
it turns into a dark type.
so that I could guarantee one-shot Gyarados here, but I forgot that Intimidate was a thing, so when my attack went down by one stage, I got really scared. At this point, I've got to try to one-shot, so I decided to go for a Dragon Claw, and thankfully it ends up killing, as that wins me my final battle.
You have a huge attack. There was no way in hell you were killing.
Journey towards the final gym, and I end up catching a Noibat while I'm going there. I knew him Stormcutter, and I find out his
these are 100% how to train dragons.
Could have been. Finally, we get a good nature in this run. With that, I immediately evolve him into Noivern, then move on to fight my rivals for the last time. The only thing interesting about these fights is that I fight back to back to back, but since none of my Pokemon even get weak, I'm not even going to go over these battles, as now I just move on towards the 8th gym leader, Wolfric. Before fighting him, I've got to find him in the Pokemon village, and after I do that, I bring all of my team up to the level cap, then challenge the final gym of this run. Wolfric leads the battle.
This is another one of the scarier gyms, because Wolfric, at this point, I think your only counters to Wolfric would be Tarantrip getting Brick Break. Your entire team can learn Brick Break, but Noivern. And then I wouldn't teach it to Sliggoo, or not Sliggoo, Goodra, because Goodra is a special attacker. Garchomp hits like a truck if you EV trained him correctly, because what you can do on the D-pad right here. Salamence is a really good physical attacker. He didn't get a special attack nature. Garchomp's never get special attack. And plus, I'm pretty sure the only special fighting move would be Vacuum Wave, and then Haxorus is absolutely massive, but his moveset is pretty hard to replace.
Snow as I lead with Cloud Jumper. Right away, I go for a 4-time super effective Flamethrower, and it ends up one-shotting Abomasnow as
I went over that and forgetting Flamethrower was move.
Next out comes Cryogonal. Cryogonal's defense stat is pitiful, so I'm able to go for one-shotting and leading me into Wolfric's final Pokemon, Avalugg.
This thing's scary.
Defensive stat is insane, but his special defense is horrendous. It's like 45, so I just go for one Flamethrower, and that ends up winning me my final gym badge of this run. Now, with nothing left to do, I move on to
I listen to you on Apple Music, actually.
I have my actual final rival battle with Serena. I start out by essentially sweeping her team. I get 3 Pokemon down without even having to switch. But then she throws out Absol, and since Absol has Quick Attack, I've got to make a switch into another Pokemon. I make this switch into Tyrantrum, and 2 Dragon Claws later, Absol's down, leading me into Serena's final Pokemon, Flareon. Tyrantrum is easily able to outspeed, going for a single Earthquake, beating Serena, and winning me my final rival battle. At this point, I bring all my Pokemon up to the level cap, head into the Pokemon League, and...
Sad that he didn't get Flygon, but understandably so. Flygon's 4 times weak to ice. So is Salamence and Noivern, though. Interesting.
And start my first Elite Four battle with Malva. She leads the battle with Pyroar as I lead with Tyrant.
Oh, sorry. That's
I roar one-shotting in the process as next out comes Torkoal. I hit Torkoal with an Earthquake, bringing her down to about a third as she goes for a Curse. With Torkoal's
oh
defenses
god.
raised, I'm a bit worried I won't kill with another Earthquake, but I decide to go
Oh
for
no,
a
you're
Blaze, and I end
you're
up
fine.
finishing
Yeah,
her off. With Torkoal down, Chandelier sent out, and for this, I simply just go for an Earthquake, finishing off Chandelier
I forgot it
and
doesn't
leading
levitate.
into Malva's final Pokemon, Talonflame. Talonflame's able to hit a Brave Bird, doing
I'm gonna
a
move
basic
while this thing's
earth
recording so I
damage
can go
in the
play with my
process
speaker.
as I go for a single Rock Slide, one-shotting, and winning myself my first Elite Four battle. Next up is Wickstrom, and he leads the battle with Klefki as I lead with Garchomp. Klefki starts off by setting up spikes as I go for a single Earthquake, one-shotting. That leads Wickstrom into his next Pokemon, Probopass, and for this I immediately go for an Earthquake, bringing Probopass all the way down to 1 HP as I get hit for a Flash Cannon for not that much damage. At this point, Wickstrom heals, and since I don't really want him to heal again, I decide to go for a Crunch. This Crunch breaks Probopass's sturdy, so on the next turn I'm able to go for an Earthquake, finishing him off. That means I'm on to Aegislash, and this thing is an absolute tank. Right away, he sets up with King Shield, so I can't hit him with Earthquake. On the next turn, he's in defense form, so I don't actually kill with an Earthquake, bringing him all the way down to about a fifth, as he hits me extremely hard with an Iron Head, bringing me all the way down to 84 HP. Thankfully, on the next turn, Wickstrom heals as I go for another Earthquake, finishing off Aegislash and leading me into Wickstrom's final Pokemon, Scizor. Now, I really did assume Scizor would just hit me with a Bullet Punch here, but instead, after I go for Earthquake only doing about half, Scizor hits me with an Iron Head, and this does a ton of damage, bringing me all the way down to 8 HP. That was really dumb of me. I mean, if Scizor got a high damage roll, I might have lost Garchomp there. Thankfully, though, I didn't, as now I just switch into Toothless and go for a single Dragon Claw, finishing off Scizor and winning my second Elite Four battle. At this point, I've got 2 hard Elite Four battles left, and I've got to make a decision on which one I want to do first. Seabolt.
She is incredibly Dracna is really hard.
Gyarados in the middle of his team with Dragon Dance and Ice Fang, and since I don't really know how I'm going to deal with that yet, I'm just going to go fight Drasna. She leads the battle with Dragalge as I lead
Toxic
with
Twigs.
Right away I go for a Dragon Pulse, doing a ton of damage as I get hit with a Dragon Pulse as well, bringing me all the way down to 80 HP.
You're faster though.
Then decides to start spamming full restores, and eventually once she's out, I'm able to finish off her Pokemon with another Dragon Pulse. This leads into Drasna's next Pokemon, Altaria, who's really easy to deal with. I've just got to go for a single Dragon Pulse to take her down. With that, Noivern sent in, and at this point, I'm a little bit scared. If Drasna's able to outspeed, she could very well take out Stormcutter and maybe even sweep the rest of my team.
You're
I just have
fine.
that I outspeed, so I decided to go for a
Stormcutter always outspeeds. You're higher level.
First, one-shotting Noivern in the process, and leading me into Drasna's final
Oh no, they were
Pokemon,
same level.
Druddigon. Now at this point, the battle's basically won. I mean, all I've got to do is go for another Dragon Ball.
No.
But sadly, when I do, it ends up bringing Druddigon all the way down to 1 HP, as I then get taken out by a Dragon Tail. Are you kidding me, man? I could not have gotten a lower damage roll right there. That is the lowest damage roll I could have gotten. And then I lose freaking Noivern because of it, bro. I'm so upset about that.
His quality sounds like
a
mine.
1 HP Druddigon. A 1 HP Druddigon. I love Noivern too. Noivern's probably one of my favorite Pokemon, and I lost it to a Druddigon, man. Obviously, as you could tell, wasn't too happy about that one. But either way, that leads me into my final Elite Four battle with Seabolt. He leads the battle with Blitzer as I lead with Goodra. Dragon Pulse doing about half, as I get hit with the Dragon Pulse as well, doing about half to me. I then am able to finish off Blitzer in the next turn with another Dragon Pulse, as next out comes Starmie. Starmie immediately sets up with Light Screen as I go for a Thunderbolt, getting a lucky critical hit and one-shotting. This leads me into Seabolt's scariest Pokemon, Gyarados. Right away, I go for a Thunderbolt.
Dragon. Oh yeah,
Gyarados
Dragon
sets up
Dance,
with
Ice
Dragon
Beam,
Dance. At
Ice
this
Fang.
point, there's not really much I can do. I mean, Gyarados outspeeds me and
Typically, I don't think it has any setup moves, has it? Muddy Water, Dragon Pulse. No, so if you I would get like an Assault Vest. I would have gotten an Assault Vest. Because then that makes Goodra super fucking tanky. Can take anything after that, and you'll just be fine.
and an Ice Fang at this range will likely kill. So I decided to sacrifice Goodra and get hit by an Ice Fang. But
Yeah, you're fine.
by some miracle,
Yeah,
though,
Goodra's
I
really
ended up
tanky.
living on 5 HP, and on that same turn, I'm able to take out Gyarados with a Thunderbolt.
Yeah, you're
It's
fine.
honestly crazy. And now Seabolt's onto his final Pokemon, Barbarnacle. For this, I simply
What
just
did I
switch
have
to
for in
Toothless
this
and
game?
go for a couple of Earthquakes, finishing off Barbarnacle and winning myself my final Elite Four battle. Now, with the rest of the game behind us, I move on to fight Champion Diantha in the final battle of this run.
Oh, I got that mega guard wire. That sounded really sensual. Oh god, that Mega God of War is terrifying. Nope. It's Cormon. I'm not promoting that. That's bootlegs. Don't ever go to those website, kids. That's a lawsuit.
Okay, here we go. I taught Toothless the move Poison Jab, and hopefully that's gonna be able to carry.
Where the fuck do you get the poison jab TM at? I have not been able to find it. That's the only move I can put on Garchomp.
Through the rest of the fight because I don't really have another way of getting through it. I really don't. I think I genuinely think this is possible, except the end of this fight is with Mega Gardevoir. And if we're not able to one-shot Mega Gardevoir,
you're dead.
Our whole team gets swept easily. It's not a question. She leads with Halucha, and that's going to kind of allow me to set up with Dragon Dance here. So I'm going to try and set up one. If not, I can set up two. It just depends on how much damage Halucha does to me here. So I guess we'll see. And with my speed and attack up, Halucha decides not to attack.
Uh-oh.
That's interesting because it's going to just get one-shotted because of this. That doesn't... Bye, Halucha. I don't know why she didn't attack me. That would have done a lot of damage for sure. I think a single Earthquake is probably going to kill here. What's next? Goodra. Goodra's going to go down to a Dragon Claw. No biggie. No biggie, no smalls. Now Toothless is level 67. Tyrantrum also going to go down to a Dragon Claw.
Yeah, everything just goes down to Dragon Claw, but Gardevoir.
Imagine I sweep with full HP. If I'm able to sweep with full HP, I'm going to go nuts. I'm going to go nuts because the Dragon types are just so powerful. And with no items at that. I did no items for this, and I might be able to sweep with full HP.
Toothless wasn't hit. Come on, Toothless. You are my childhood hero. You can do this.
Oh, no, maybe I'll just Poison Gem. Poison Gem's fine.
Yeah, that's super effective.
Okay, well, it's not super effective because
what?
I'm dumb. But it's fine.
What? Did it use Trick or Treat?
It didn't really matter. I thought Poison would be super effective, but...
Gorgas is ghost... That's not... Yeah, that's Gorgas. Yeah, it's Rask. Oh, Ghost Resist. There's Pumpkin Boo. I did spell that right? Hey. No, I didn't. Yeah, that's right. Ghost does resist. Okay. I'm intelligent.
But then Gorgas is Ghost too, so I guess that's a thing. Mega Gardevoir. This is the end. I mean, if we can't one-shot Mega Gardevoir, we lose. It is no questions asked. This thing has like what 100 base speed and
actually no, Garchomp is faster.
Like 160 special attack. That is crazy. I get swept here if I don't kill.
I think Garchomp would outspeed.
I just gotta hope I can hit this poison jab and insta-kill. That's the only thing I can do. Oh, come on, Toothless.
Doesn't it gain high special defense after this?
Yes, baby, let's
go! Oh, it's
go!
physical attack. I'm stupid.
Yes! Toothless is a champion, man.
Toothless was my hero.
Toothless, like, he carried this run. A good Pokemon, man. Truly a great Pokemon. Just dragon types in general, bro.
Fun fact, if you ever want to know, ask me my favorite type of Pokemon. I'll tell you all the time. It's dragons. Like, dragon has always been my favorite type of Pokemon. Yeah, at one point it was like grass or something. Yeah, because one of my favorite Pokemon at the time was Superior. But it became dragon after I became like a dragon champion. I just love dragon type Pokemon. They're my favorite type. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Everybody's in the slow leveling category because they're all pseudos. Except Noivern and Gudra. That's random. Actually, half his team was pseudo. Alright, well, I hit midnight when this video ended. I'm gonna go, guys. I'm tired. Drained. Lo-fi's putting me to sleep. It's literally 12:01. Hope you guys enjoyed. I don't want to guilt trip y'all, but subscribe. I do suffer quite a lot when I do record these because I record them at such a late period of time. And some of you guys aren't empaths and don't give a fuck, and I get that. Like, there was a point where I just didn't give a fuck about subscribing to people. Just watch their content. Yada yada. But I mean, I've seen how much it means. Like, once I hit 20 subscribers, I was popping off, dude. I was the happiest person in the world. Nobody can change my mind. I'm tired, guys. Subscribe. I love you guys so much. Have a good day, night, morning, whatever the fuck time it is for you as the time the video comes out. I'll see ya.